It's a very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And now the Los Angeles starters. George and Kawhi, the talented forward pair. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with James Harden. And it's Batum in at the 5. And for the Knicks, we've got Mikal Bridges. Also Jalen Brunson out there. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Reed in at the 4 slot. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here we go. And so off the tip, it is New York. Let's go with a 3. Paul George pulls it in. Puts it up from 17. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them. And I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Now here's Leonard. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender. And a little slam dunk from Batum, that'll work.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Reed for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Harden with it. Picked up by Reed.
Reed. First personal foul. First team foul.
Bridges against Bogdanovic. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Harden from outside. Towns with a rebound. For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Harden. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Can we say he wanted it more?
Pass to Reed. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Reed's got 12 points in the game.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Leonard for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Reed, good.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Leonard outside. Takes a 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Bogdanovic. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Shot by Leonard, no good. And here's New York now. They're on an 18-7 run. Reed can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
George. Out to Leonard from the arc. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
We know you want one, so make some noise.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Achua's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hart comes in for Anunoby. Strus, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Coffey, he's checked in for Batum. Powell comes in for George. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Harden.
And we continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
New York leading by 12. Outside Reed, beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Leonard. From 11 feet away. And Powell with the stuff.
And how about Powell to the people as Norman gets up for a loud 2 points.
The Knicks have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Outside Strus. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter here. Hart. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And that was a tough loss. 1 or 2 breaks go their way, and it's a totally different outcome.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost. But sometimes, even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
And it's not always Leonard's forte, but he's really developed a solid passing game.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the New York Knicks earning this break in the action, up 10. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And don't go far. We'll be right back. So far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Kyle Lowry, Amir Coffey out there with Norman Powell. Then it's James Harden, and it's Dunn in at the shooting guard. Now here's Reed. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And that one's good. Reed's got 26 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Mavericks was tremendous. He picked up 49 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Coffey can't get it to go. And here's Reed. 30 points in the game. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Hart. Mikal Bridges comes in for Strus. And Brunson is subbed in for McBride. Batum is checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Coffee. Now here's Reed.
I see him.
Set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons. Just how awesome the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Going to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
The Knicks are making a switch here. Achiuwa's checked in. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. George comes in for James Harden. .156 left in the second quarter. Now here's Bogdanovich. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Another shot. Brunson misses.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Batum's shot is off. Knicks leading by 12. Out to the right wing. Clock at 4. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Achiuwa with the rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Bridges. One to fall yet. Hits the three-pointer.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence grow.
Powell outside. With us, folks, we'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a big round of applause for the participants.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the New York Knicks.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Clippers trail by 18. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the four-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Well, Los Angeles shooting pretty well at 45%. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Harden, the pass to Leonard. From the line. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Reed can't hit. Clippers trail by 18. Leonard outside. Left side, Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Yes! And it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Sinks it from distance.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Outside Harden. George, a screen on Brunson. Harden from outside. And Anunoby pulls it down. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Brunson. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Harden finds Leonard. George for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Reed's got 45 points.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
The Clippers call timeout.
For the Clippers. All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks record after.
Checked in for George. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Clippers, no movement for them, maintaining their top 10 spot.
Seeing where the Knicks are, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they legit, but they could very well be the team to beat.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He has 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Powell outside. 3-pointer, Harden. And it's New York with a rebound.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Reed for 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
I just love the ball game.
1:41 left in the third quarter. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, B.A. And some of the
in for Hart, and it's Shamet in for McBride. Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. So, on the floor for the Clippers, we've got Norman Powell, James Harden out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then there's Amir Coffey, and it's Dunn in at the center position.
That's a smart read from Powell. He analyzed the play there and made the right pass.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Reed can't hit. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Harden, the pass to Coffee. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Reed. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Powell for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Powell's shot is off. New York has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Reed, good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
So for the Clippers, Batum is checked in for Dunn. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Coffee. And it's George in for Powell. Back to Harden. Pass to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Looking to end this cold spell. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. Here's Reed. Offensive rebound. From deep. Batum pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Outside Reed for 3. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this isn't something we get to see every day, folks. This team has fought their way to an amazing 71 total wins this year. Unbelievable.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for deep.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Well, you don't try to search out the mid-range jumper in the analytic age, but Kawhi Leonard does, and it works.
Drills it from deep.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Hits the trifecta.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Reed, good.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Outside Harden. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long and good night, everyone.